It's your boy Crypto Blood, and I've got a new BitYard feature that I want you guys to know about. It's called Copy Trade, now available on BitYard. A new feature currently only available on the desktop. If you're not really comfortable trading your own account, you can go copy some of those individuals that are allowing others to follow their trade. So check that section out after you sign up as well. Link in the description below. Bityard.com, new spot trading and copy trading features. The world's leading cryptocurrency contract exchange.
This my two Satoshis, this my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis.
Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of Mine Two Satoshis. It is Thursday, and I want to give a shout out to a local right here, Ken Riley, for the song request, Post Up, Then Get Wasted, featuring Dogmatic, Kill Skill Sauce, Detroit Stand Up. This is, I guess, an older track from him. Hey, man, you send it, I play it. It's just as simple as that. If you guys want to hear a song, doesn't matter who it is, all you have to do is drop me a line under one of my videos and hashtag song request, and I will get to it for sure. My members, where you at? I need some more song requests from you too. Of course, members get priority, so hit me up. Let me know what you want to hear on the next episode. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today we're going to be looking at Ray Dalio, what he's just said about Bitcoin. He said that there's a good probability that the government will outlaw Bitcoin. What did I say? I've been saying this for I don't know how long. I said one of the last hurdles for cryptos to get over, and this will be a big blow to the community, will be some type of draconian legislation on Bitcoin, on cryptos in some form or fashion. Look out for that. That will come. They will lash out at any and everything when the chips start to get low, when US starts to see that pressure of the petrodollar losing its weight and its strength within the world community. You're going to see them go at everything, and I think they will go after Bitcoin, ban it outright. I don't know about that, but I think it'll do something to really hurt it one last good time before it's just off to the races for sure. But we'll take a look at this article out of CoinDesk. It talks about what Ray Dalio was saying, and I've been saying this for quite some time. It only makes sense. It's common sense. Bitcoin is not enough of a threat to the United States monetary system just yet. But when it happens, when they feel like it is a threat, they will attack it. And when they do that, believe me, you will see a massive sell-off in Bitcoin. So we'll review that one. Also, CoinSpeaker, Theta postpones its MAINNET 3.0 launch, which has been aiding to its fall in price over the last couple of days, I guess. We'll take a look at this, see what's going on with Theta. I have a couple of friends in the crypto space that are in love with Theta, so I would love to hear what they have to say about that. If you're watching, drop that comment in the section below. And then this one was very interesting. This is a Medium write-up about NFTs and being eco-friendly. There's been a lot of hate lately, and I think it's really probably coming from the art world, the traditional art world. They've been hating hard on NFTs and how much energy it's burning and trees it is killing and all that stupid stuff. We're going to take a look at some alternatives. If you feel that way, there are some blockchains. I'm not trying to shield here, but there are some blockchains that do it the right way, where it's a significantly lower carbon footprint. So we'll take a look at this article. I thought this was a great write-up. It talks about exactly the NFT game, and you know, we got people out here on Instagram. Look at this, referring to the James Jean NFT here, wasting 200 years of electricity just to make $260,000. Man, I just, you know, people are just insane. So all three articles are coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it. Before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And before we get started, do not forget to go out there and check out my Roll the Dice NFT series. I just released the EOS one, I think this morning. Man, I'm having so much fun with this. People are buying them up. I'm having a great time, and I'm going to have, for the ones that are burnable, there will be some benefit to holding these NFTs, so stay tuned to that. But yes, the EOS one just launched, just dropped this morning. You can check those out either on NFT Hive or on atomichub.io. You can see the list of all the NFTs that are available. So check that out, guys. Check that out. So let's take a look at the technicals here on Bitcoin. And I haven't done a video in a couple of days, but guess what? We've done exactly what I thought we would. We couldn't keep this inner trend line here because it's just too steep. So we did break below it. We tried once here. If I circle it once here, and we tried another time here, actually broke below it, but came back up. But then the bears took back over and slammed us back down, as you guys can see there. And we had an attempt to make a rally back up this way, but we got denied. Didn't even make it back to the trend line. So at this point, we touched the middle trend line and actually broke below it. Tried to get back above it here as well. As you guys can see, we did try to get back above here and was rejected. So we're trying, it looks like, again. We'll see what happens. But I need to see trading back above this area for about a day for me to feel comfortable in a move back up. At this point, would be slightly bearish or short until we got back above this trend line right here, because ultimately we could drop another 12% to get us back to roughly $45,000 Bitcoin, at which point I think we should hold that outer trend line to make either consolidation period or move back up from there. So let's take a look at what Theta is doing today. I mean, it's down 1.6%. You've got its high roughly around $14.87. So we've seen a pullback, but also a pullback in the rest of the market. So it's not like it's standing out too much. But I did want to at least cover this fundamental news going on with Theta. It's up 17,000% in a year. I mean, what more could you ask for, to be honest with you? This is insane gains. All right. So people should be very, very happy with this. And I hope you've been taking profiting along the way. If you ain't taking no profit on 17,000%, you are deserving to lose it all. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if you're not too familiar with the whole Theta blockchain, it's a purpose-built esports video streaming platform. However, it is delaying its MAINNET 3.0 launch until June of this year. According to details shared in a blog post, the postponement of the highly anticipated launch was necessary to perfect all the features that will accompany the upgraded platform. Theta highlighted that to make the Elite Edge nodes one of the primary features on the track to be released on MAINNET 3.0 operate efficiently as it scales to more than 100,000 nodes. Additionally, time for testing is needed by the development team. Additionally, Theta said with the MAINNET 3.0, it will be building out cross-chain bridges between Theta, Ethereum, and other networks to enable seamless transfer, storage, and ownership of digital assets. The future integration of NFT capabilities will further enhance the blockchain's stance about catching trends in the esports and digital video game streaming ecosystem. So it sounds like they have a lot going on, a lot in the pipeline, and it's been pretty solid so far. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying don't buy Theta. I'm just saying if you've had Theta since the beginning of this year, you're seeing 17,000% increases, you better take some profits and roll them over into something else that you love, that you don't have a lot of, because that is insane. Those are like once in a lifetime type of returns. So it looks like they will launch in June or July. Not a big thing, I don't think. I think they'll still continue to grow. I like that they're adding the NFT aspect to their whole platform. That's going to actually help future-proof them as well, because we know the NFTs are going to be huge going forward. So hey, shout out to all those Theta holders. Good for you. So Ray Dalio is saying that the U.S. government will eventually outlaw Bitcoin. Bridgewater Associates founder said Wednesday that Bitcoin has proven itself but could face something akin to a 1930s ban on owning gold. I have to agree with him. Man, this is crazy. Finally, someone is seeing the writing on the wall as far as how Bitcoin is here to stay. It really is here to stay. And eventually it's going to be here to try to dethrone or steal some of the demand from the US dollars. It won't replace the US dollar, as I think they serve two different functions in my opinion. Bitcoin is more of a digital gold or a precious metal. The US dollar is just a US dollar currency. It's a fiat currency, has inflation. If you want to compare something to the US dollar, you would maybe compare Dogecoin. And you know, Dogecoin has a 5 million Doge inflation per year. U.S. government has whatever inflation they want to tell you it is per year. That's where I would make the comparison. But I think the U.S. government will be very concerned if more countries began to, instead of using dollars as some type of hedge, they begin to divert those foreign reserves into Bitcoin. To me, that's where the threat is, because if the world stops buying US dollars, guess what? Where those dollars have to come? Back home to the US, where that begins an ultra hyperinflation situation where the government can't control it. That is something they don't want to see. So that's why I think they will begin to really clamp down on Bitcoin and crypto markets in general. So the founder, Ray Dalio, which you got to check out his book, Principles. Very good book. But he said that Bitcoin has proven itself in the last 10 years, but still sees a good probability that it will be outlawed by governments. So he was speaking to Yahoo Finance about this on Wednesday. The billionaire investor said it was very likely under certain set of circumstances that Bitcoin would be outlawed, as gold was in the 1930s. And so if you guys don't remember, under the U.S. Gold Reserve Act of 1934, it became illegal for individuals to own gold because, according to Ray Dalio, governments did not want gold to compete with money or credit as a store of value. Every country, he said, treasures its monopoly on controlling the supply and demand. They don't want other monies to be operating or competing because things can get out of control. Yes, they can. All right. Dalio also previously warned about the possibilities of cryptocurrencies being banned by governments. On another occasion, he expressed positive sentiment about Bitcoin's role as a diversifier in investment portfolios. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think about the possibility of Bitcoin being banned? Is it a 10%, 30, 50? Let me know in the comments. And when I say possibility or probability, I'm talking about the next 5 years. You got to put some type of time frame on it. In the next 5 years, do you think with Bitcoin at maybe $1 million plus, will the U.S. government and Federal Reserve Treasury look to put some type of legislation together to slow the adoption down of Bitcoin? Let me know what that percentage is in the comments below. I would love to hear what you have to say. So this last one, guys, is all about NFTs, and I think the backlash that many artists are getting for entering this new medium, this digital art medium, or the tokenization of art. This is something I think that's threatening many artists who refuse to change, and now they're coming up with various reasons for you not to adopt this new medium. So this person is saying that there has never been a means of causing so much harm to our habitat so efficiently on an individual level. It is frankly hard to wrap your head around and gross to assign that responsibility to our artwork. This person says, I realize it is hard times and we constantly are asked to make small moral compromises in this system to make ends meet. But in this case, the cost is too extreme. Listen to this. Money is worth nothing if we don't have a habitat to spend it in. Please think collectively and beyond your immediate needs. So this, and then the second slide on this Instagram shows that this particular painting or NFT wasted 200 years of electricity to make $260,000. I'm smelling hate. I'm smelling somebody hating here. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Because if she feels or he feels this way, then they shouldn't watch TV. They shouldn't participate in driving in cars. They shouldn't do anything, because I'm pretty sure individually you doing those actions are way more of an imprint environmentally than an NFT being sold on a blockchain. It just doesn't make any sense to make this correlation. But if you do want to make that correlation, I've got a great article for you to read, because it really outlines there are alternatives being utilized to facilitate a more eco-friendly system for NFTs and cryptos in general. And it's just talking about in this article how, you know, of course, the news, they're covering all the millions of dollars being raised and made with NFTs. But there's another narrative that's starting to really gain traction, and it is about the green, quote unquote, impact of NFTs. These stories take a pointedly myopic view at a complex and multifaceted issue in this growing blockchain space. So the majority of these headlines grabbing NFT transactions are happening on the Ethereum blockchain. Thus, all NFTs have become the bad guy, quote unquote, in an argument that is more specifically about the mechanics of the platform they are created on, not the value of the asset themselves. This is so true. And unfortunately, the real losers in this biased narrative are the artists and creators who have embraced NFTs as a medium, or are considering it. So targeting the collective social consciousness of the general public. So in targeting the collective socially conscious public, it is easy to be sold on the fact that there are no alternatives. Either we stop using NFTs or we kill the planet. But there are, of course, guys, many NFT friendly but sometimes lesser known blockchains use delegated proof of stake for mining and producing blocks. Unlike POW, where thousands of nodes compete to mine a single block, DPoS relies on elected producers to validate the blockchain. This results in exponential energy savings. A recent study indicates that DPoS blockchains are more energy efficient than Bitcoin by 66,000 times and 17,000 times more than Ethereum. So clearly protecting the future and the planet is a valiant and necessary cause, likely introducing art that is immutable and verifiably authentic. And so I'm not going to shield the actual blockchains. You guys know DPoS and all the blockchains that use it. Even proof of stake is better than proof of work, but DPoS takes it a step further, and there are a whole heap of blockchains using DPoS. You can even look at hash graphs. I think they do a much better job in conserving energy to process these transactions on the blockchain. So that is the future. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. You know, this is why most blockchains are moving away from proof of work, because of the environmental impact. It just isn't scalable to the point where the whole world can use that blockchain, a proof of work blockchain, and not have massive impacts to the grid, because already Bitcoin does use a lot of energy, more than some countries. Okay, so that to me isn't a scalable solution for dApps, you know, running globally run dApps. But let's be honest, there are so many other things that are worse on the environment, including those that are out of our control, meaning solar cycles. You got to just keep things in context, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts on the attack on NFTs and them being green or not green. Is it just a thing where artists are hating on how much money is being made in this space? I think so. You guys let me know. I hear a lot of that on Clubhouse too. A lot of hate on Clubhouse regarding these Beeples of the world and other artists that are selling their work for gobs amount of money. To me, it's all subjective. It's all subjective. Let me know your thoughts. Shout out again to Ken Riley for the song request. Post up and then get wasted. It's your boy Crypto Blood. If you found this video informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla.